During a normal production workflow, you'll from time to time find yourself in a situation where you'd like to have a detailed accounting of your scene. Maybe needing an individual list of what's been made or an accurate idea of how large your scene has gotten as far as actual geometry weight. Max has a location you can go for that information called the Summary Info page. It'll give you a breakdown of pretty much everything in your scene, objects, lights, materials, all in one easy to access location. I'll show you how it works using a file named Summary Info. Now to get to the Summary Stat page, you'll go to the Application button in the upper left-hand corner, down to Properties, and then choose Summary Info. Starting in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see your scene totals, which will indicate the number of objects in your scene listed by their types. To the left of that, you'll find values for both the total number of vertices and faces within your scene. You also have some details pertaining to memory usage, including the amount of scene memory that's been used and what's still available. To the right of that, if you've rendered your scene, you'll see the render times for the last single frame render, and if applicable, the length of time it took the last time the entire scene was rendered. Down below that is the description category. This lets you enter whatever notes you'd like to make about your scene. For an example, what needs to be done next, or maybe some instructions that you'd like to pass along to a coworker. At the bottom, you have a group entitled Summary Info, where you'll find a more detailed breakdown of your scene contents sorted by category. You'll see the individual objects, shapes, if you've created any cameras or added any lights. And then at the very bottom, a listing of each object's materials, including the type of material that's been applied and an inventory of whatever maps might have been used to create that material. To the right of each general entry, you'll find information pertaining to vertex and face counts, shadow attributes for both casting and receiving, whether any type of blurring effect has been applied, a few display and advanced lighting options, and then finally, if applicable, the name and type of material that's been assigned. So all kinds of valuable information inside the Summary Info. Now, if you're instead looking for an even more specific list of details on an individual object, you can right-click on that object in question and from the list choose Object Properties. In the Object Properties dialog, you'll find the object's name and wireframe color, which can both be changed directly from inside the list. In addition to the XYZ location the object is in space, its total number of vertices and faces, and then a little further down a list of individual display and rendering controls, in addition to a couple of different blurring options that can be applied to the object. So a lot going on. Now you've got yourself a couple of key locations you can hit when wanting detailed breakdowns of both the entire scene and the individual objects within the scene.